We are very excited to welcome you here today as we bring our vision to life and create the campus of care for our community. We have been working very hard over the past 5 years to make this happen, and we are very happy to have the Honorable Minister Paul Calandra with us today as we share our vision of the much-needed 160-bed Center for Aging and Longevity on our campus of care. This campus will also include an updated, modernized, and retrofitted assisted living building and an intergenerational center. This has all been made possible to the initial support of our community, which has already helped us raise $15.2 million as we work hard to assure our eligibility for $12.9 million in enhanced funding from the Ministry of Long-Term Care. Minister Calandra, you, your ministry, and your government are the catalyst of growing the long-term care sector. You and your staff are helping others to transform vision into reality. We are very grateful to the Minister Calandra and his staff for all of their hard work, caring for seniors, their well-being, and for supporting projects like ours and ensuring that seniors live the life they deserve.
It's easy for us as politicians to to cut ribbons and break ground on stuff, but it's the community that really has come through and has made this possible. Like the fundraising that has happened to help make this happen, and the ability to get this done, get shovels in the ground by August 31st, is absolutely incredible. So thank you very much. Thank you to all of you for making this possible. And thank you to you and your team. It's easy to give more beds to a home that is already working so very well, and to build a campus of care in particular. The Premier made a phone call and said, you are going to do this and you are going to get this done for this community. No matter what it takes, it is going to get done. And then when we went to you and said, we have to get it done, you came through, and I can't thank you enough for this. So not only are we going to make, are you going to have an absolutely spectacular facility, we're going to make sure that you have the funding that you need to build the project. We're going to make sure that you have the loans that you need to get this done, and this will be something that you can be very proud of for many years to come.
The new home for Ivan Franko is going to be 160 beds. It's going to be a state-of-the-art facility that is going to exceed the minimum standards of the Ontario Building Code and the Ministry of Long-Term Care and its design standard. It's going to have a very high level of infrastructure and systems to support infection prevention and control, something that through the pandemic we all know is even more important now. The project's also going to have special supports in the residents' home areas to improve their quality of life. One of the specific enhancements is there's going to be increased access to outdoor space on every level. So there's going to be a generous terrace, which you can see in the second image. For every 16 bedrooms, will have access to their own terrace. Another really wonderful feature of the home, which is featured in the third image, is there's going to be a large and generously sized and beautifully landscaped secure outdoor space that'll be used by all the residents and the Ukrainian community in Mississauga for a variety of events and festivals. It's going to be a really beautiful space. It's also going to be completely secure for the residents, and it's going to include a number of important design features for aging, including provisions for shade, wind blocking to create a microclimate, and as I said, of course, very safe and secure. Another important feature of this project is there is a specialized home area for 32 residents that's going to specifically address the needs of residents with higher needs and with cognitive impairment and memory issues. So we have a number of unique design features in that home area to support the individuals with that specific need. And that also includes their own dedicated secure outdoor space just for those residents. Again, I think it's a tremendous decision by the entire Ivan Franko organization to promote such a contemporary facility as well. I think it looks really of its time. It fits in the city of Mississauga. And another thing that is close to my heart when we're designing a long-term care home is the idea of destigmatizing. Right? This is a building for the entire community. It's not meant to be a place for that has a stigma of, oh, that's where there are sick people, or that's where there's people that need care. No, this is a home for citizens, elders of our community, and I think that it's a home that everyone's going to feel welcome and will have very positive impressions upon coming to.
Thank you, Minister. You've been an incredible supporter of ours, and you've inspired all your staff to get behind this project, and we're all racing. And of course, we couldn't do this without G Architects, Matt, and your team. I mean, you understood the vision, you understood our budgetary constraints. You know, we can't get everything we want, but we got most of what we want and dreamt of. And it's only possible because of your team. And your team is working 24 hours a day to get to those deadlines of accessing that enhanced funding of $13 million by starting this project before the end of August. So thank you all and welcome to our home. We're all very excited to be working hard to make this vision a reality, and there are other phases coming. After we open the long-term care home in about 2.5 years, we then move immediately to planning an intergenerational center on the property, which will include this lovely, inspiring winter garden. But it will also have a daycare. It'll have classrooms for students during March break and summer for cooking classes, arts and crafts. It'll have a therapeutic pool and recreation center. It will feature a museum, an exhibition space, meeting space. It'll become a cultural hub, not just for the Ukrainian community, but for the community here in Mississauga. And they'll have access to this cultural hub, intergenerational center. And that's our next project after we open the long-term care. You'll notice a little tower tipped in the side. That may be phase 4, a retirement condo, so that people who are in their 40s and 50s could live here and then be able to stay in the property as they age. The important thing of having a long-term care center attached to our assisted living independent retirement home, which you're in right now, is that that spouses who perhaps need more care, like long-term care, can have that on the same property without leaving their neighbors and friends, without leaving their spouse behind. Today, they have to move to Royal York, our long-term care home, or another long-term care home, and the spouses are separated. It's a tragedy. That will end as of the opening of the center. So we're going to keep you continually updated about the program, and you're going to be seeing lots of information about the construction, both on television and online. And so thank you very much for all of your attendance. Thank you, Minister, for your passion, your vision. With that, we'd like to present you, Оля, Minister, some token.
В першу чергу гратулюю всім дирекції пансіону Івана Франка за вибір такого плану. I'd like to congratulate all the board members, all the individuals that are associated with this project, obviously the ministry for coming forward and providing financing, much needed financing, and seeing the vision and helping to realize the vision of the Ukrainian Canadian community. So thank you all.